Today we're going to be looking at succession, or the order in which organisms re-arrive in a damaged or new community. Keep in mind to be able to identify the specific organisms that come one at a time, as it's not just suddenly magic, there are trees. Let's take a look at some of the followings. Order of succession. What is succession? Succession is a set pattern in which organisms return to a damaged or new or damaged environments. This pattern eventually leads to creating larger organisms and eventually animals that we're familiar with. But it has to start somewhere. What causes succession? Succession is started when an environment becomes damaged. Examples: forest fire, construction, or flooding. In a fire or other such major event, most of the existing organisms in an area are wiped out. This is not to say that all life in the area is destroyed, but rather most of the visible life is put away. This, however, means that it can be able to regrow and redo the ecosystem that it was before, given enough time. What is the order of succession? The order of succession is from the first organisms arrive to the last organism. The next part looks at the first organisms to the climax species that arrive. The first thing that happens in our example is a fire occurs, and there are no organisms currently present. Primary succession. Small grasses and small fast-growing plants arrive first. Primary successors, like grasses and other plants, grow very rapidly and don't require many nutrients, hence why they're the first to arrive and can begin to create a stable ecosystem. Secondary succession. Small bushes and minor trees begin to appear. Bushes and smaller trees take a little bit longer to grow, but they can support more organisms. Because of that, they're called secondary successors and take a little bit of time. Tertiary succession. Larger trees, insects, and small animals appear. Now that the ecosystem is stable enough, tertiary successors can arrive. These are fast-growing trees, as well as insects and other small animals. Climax species. Large trees, larger animals, and higher consumers. Climax species are organisms that take a long time to grow or have very specific nutrient requirements. Because they take so long and need a stable ecosystem, they're known as climax species. Most animals that we think of are climax species, as they need set ecosystems in order to be healthy. That's the order of succession. With what you've seen in mind, what does this succession necessarily mean? A lot of people are worried that the environment will never be able to go back to the way it was before. Knowing what you know about succession, do you feel like it could go back? Do you feel that nature could come back if given enough time? I look forward to your thoughts tomorrow. Goodbye.